Top 10 bad habits that will keep you poor. Each day you get to choose if you'll be rich or poor through your own decisions. The right or wrong decisions we make today will help make us or break us tomorrow. Sometimes we make these decisions knowingly and at other times unintentionally. In this video, we will be providing you with some ideas to tackle the issues you may face. Old habits do die hard, and this is what makes it hard to change. But if we do not change our old bad habits, it will consume our life and our finances, and it will keep us poor. This is why you will never see a rich person buy a lottery ticket, gamble, or become addicted to alcohol, drugs, smoking, etc. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule. These are ways to keep the poor where they need to be and make them even poorer. This is how this system works. Unless we start looking outside the box and change our old ways of doing things, we will be stuck in this downward spiral which will take us deeper into power, misery, and suffering instead of safety, stability, security, and comfort in our lives. It's our choice, and we have one chance to take control of our lives. Otherwise, someone out there will have no problem controlling you and your life. Number 1. Taking poor money advice from poor people. You've been lied to by many generations before you on matters of money. These are people who had no experience nor the expertise to talk about money. They also had no idea of what they were talking about. Growing up, you've been told that the key to wealth is to get a well-paying job that gives you a good salary. Society has normalized by asking kids to go to college and get a good-paying job, so they can work for someone for the rest of their lives as slaves and then die out. This also has put many kids deeper into debt even before they ever got an actual job through student loans. Billions of dollars worth of student loans are forcing kids deeper into debt by perpetuating this old lie. The brutal truth? You won't get rich off of working for someone else. Student loans are big businesses with mega profits. Also, stop taking advice from people who are not successful. Talk to people who are currently there and where you want to be in 5 years. By selecting your mentors, you may end up being surrounded by people who may become your friends. You are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. This is the truth. You need to be able to take responsibility for your situation, even if the game is rigged against you. Poor people love to blame others for their failures. So figure out a way to escape the system through skills that have economic value, and find a way to monetize your skills instead of blaming others for your misery. If all you know how to do is flip burgers, you won't get very far. There are 2 ways to improve your skills that can provide value. Tie your skill sets to provide value for others, and many out there are willing to pay for your expertise. You can learn valuable skills online for free, and you can learn it to monetize. In the age of information overload, being ignorant is a choice, so sort through it and find quality teachers or other online platforms to start learning. Number 2. Gambling and lottery. Luck isn't a strategy. Nobody is going to save you. No one is coming to town to pay your rent, and there has even been any genie with a lamp. Life is a probability game. The more you understand this, the quicker you'll stop being poor. Rich people are focused on their efforts to improve the probability of them making more money. Work on getting one step closer to your goal each day. Also, do one thing better than yesterday that can help take you closer to your goal. Poor people blame everyone else but themselves and expect the world to solve their problems. The moment you stop writing the future for yourself, that's when you get leftover crumbs from others. Life is all about control, so get as much of it as possible. Control yourself, your family, and your environment to keep them in check until the future becomes predictable. Once you have control, you don't need luck. Rich people don't believe in luck because they don't need luck. Luck is for poor people. They create luck through careful planning, strategies that work, careful execution, and investments. Number 3. Spending money on things that you want but don't need. Every time you buy something you don't need, you realize too late you've been marketed to. This shows that the marketer or advertiser has done their job very efficiently and effectively to lure you in with probably a sale or a discount. Once you are in, the trap is set for you to keep spending more. Someone has convinced you to trade in your hard-earned money for stuff that brings in no happiness in your life and provides you with no value. Poor people are the best customers for these major brands, from whom they can rake in the most profits. Companies and marketing people understand this very clearly. That's why you see all people who are poor and broke trying to act rich to satisfy society by purchasing luxury brands and making themselves a marketing billboard for these brands. They are marketing these brands for free, and companies love it, because it does not cost them anything to propagate their marketing efforts. They are not aware that they are being marketed to. Poor people are bad with money. That's the paradox of growing up broke. You stay broke by trying to fill that hole inside you. A sale is not a deal. It is an expense that will most likely take you deeper into the downward spiral of poverty. Number 4. Spending money you don't have on things you can't afford anyway. This is the deadliest combination out there. Why are you spending money you don't have? Debt is the modern-day form of slavery. Slavery does exist even today, but in many virtual forms. The only difference is that we do not see it, since there are no actual shackles and chains that are physically put on humans, like the bygone days. The moment you borrow money to buy anything, the corporation owns your time until the money is repaid with interest. The first thing you need to do is to stop wanting things now. Instead, only buy it when you can afford it. A good rule of thumb is you have to ask yourself if you can afford it, and do you need it? If not, don't buy it. Every dollar earned and saved is a dollar invested. Remember this. This is your hard-earned money. No one gave it to you. So you should feel the pinch every time a dollar leaves your hand. Especially when you are at the checkout line and you are reaching out for that chewing gum. It's put there on purpose. With just one cashier for a long line, making you wait longer on the line, your impulse buys instincts kick in. It is good for the retailer to get more sales. A dollar here, a dollar there. It eventually adds up into profits for the retailer, whose mission is to sell as much as possible each day. You know very well you can afford to buy anything on credit, but you do not have money on hand, so you swipe the credit card. If you can't afford it, you will buy it twice. Borrowing money is a horrible habit that is systematically keeping the general population poor. Neither be a borrower nor a lender. You are not a bank to give someone money for free with no interest. In the end, you may lose both the money and that friendship. Banks and loan sharks are the only ones who profit from lending money. Everybody else is being bled dry. Number 5. Trying to keep up appearances. People are sacrificing their future just to impress people they don't like. The more you think about it, the more you realize just how foolish that sounds. Why do you feel the need to spend $100,000 on a wedding when you could invest in a business or travel the world with your loved one? Why do you feel the need to upgrade your iPhone every year when the old one works just as well? How many TVs or footwear or clothes do you need? How many cars do you need in a house? Why do you need to send your kid to learn piano, just because your friend had her kid learn piano too? Keeping up with the Joneses is the surest and the fastest way to become poor and loaded with debt. Because the things that can get you out of poverty are in the exact opposite direction. Stop playing status games. There is a hidden rule that poor people don't know. The appearance game cannot be won. The minute you get up to date with debt and have a hold on your expenses, that's when you come closer to accomplishing your goals. Number 6. Having only one source of income. This is where we may feel some teeth clenching. You would be asking, who can afford to work yet another job? You see, for poor people, working a job is the only way they know how to earn money. And as we established early on, working a 9-to-5 job will never make you rich. Trading your time for money or working for someone else is sure to make you poor. This is the reason why colleges and schools are training you for a job and not to act, work, and think for yourself. In reality, there will always be a ceiling to the number of jobs one can work in 24 hours and the amount of money it can bring in. If there has been an accident and you can't go to work for the next 4 months, none of that income is coming in, is it? The math is simple. The more streams of income you have, the less likely you are to go broke. Research into the distributed wealth of the rich shows that 65% of self-made millionaires have at least 3 streams of income. 45% of self-made millionaires had 4 streams of income. And 29% of self-made millionaires had 5 or more streams of income. Poor people earn money only while they're working. It doesn't matter how much money the side hustle brings in, as long as it keeps dripping while you are away, that is passive income in the works. If you're unable to earn money while you sleep, you'll never be rich. The moment you taste the freedom of working for yourself and having multiple income streams, you will become unemployable and you will work for no one but yourself. Number 7. Wasting money and time, usually on entertainment. Everyone has the same number of hours in a day. The difference in long-term results comes from how many of those hours are we putting to use to better ourselves. If you're in your 30s and broke, it's probably because you procrastinated in your 20s. Wanna be rich? Spend each day by creating more money than you spend on consumption. This creates a value-added surplus in your life. Pay attention to what you're creating. Understand the fundamentals mentioned earlier about earning while you sleep, and it's just a matter of time until the residual income becomes decent enough to sustain your lifestyle. If you want to start your wealth building process, replace the dead times in your day and fill it with productive activities. Follow up by cutting out the entertainment, for now. It will be a discomfort for a while, but you'll see things getting better fairly quickly. If you're broke, you truly can't afford entertainment. You can't afford to waste time, because wasting time is the most expensive thing around. Time is the most important asset and is much more valuable than money. You can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. Sports are the biggest time wasters. The star players are paid millions to keep the poor and the middle-class masses entertained, and sports is a big business for the major players, team owners, betting business, sports and gaming, tickets, drinks, snacks, sponsors, advertisers, media, and the city in which each game is played. A commercial that lasts a few seconds costs a few $1 million. This is the power of the millions of eyeballs watching that ad for a few seconds. The only people who may not be making money are the poor and the middle class, without whom the entire industry would not exist. Number 8. Smoking, alcohol, and drugs. While it's no secret that drugs and alcohol can wreak havoc on our health, we often overlook the financial toll they can take on the person and their families. It has destroyed many families irreversibly. The irony is that they continue to exist. Substance abuse can drain your bank account in multiple ways. The cost of purchasing drugs or alcohol can quickly add up, leading to financial instability and even debt. Additionally, the negative effects of drugs and alcohol on our physical and mental health can make it difficult to maintain steady employment. Absences at work, decreased productivity, medical issues, and potential loss of a job can significantly impact our income and our ability to meet financial obligations. Another financial aspect to consider is the legal consequences. Legal fees, fines, and potential lawsuits that may arise due to drug or alcohol-related incidents can have a long-lasting impact on your financial stability, making it harder to save and invest in your future. Remember, your financial future is too important to be compromised by drugs, smoking, or alcohol. Take the necessary steps to prioritize your well-being and break free from these habits. Your bank account and future self will thank you. Number 9. Unhealthy lifestyles. Almost every unhealthy habit you have in life has an increased potential to make you poor and keep you poor. Cigarettes? Yup, it may be making you poor. Alcohol? The same. Eating fast food on the couch, binge-watching anime? Yes, it can make you poor. These are causing a waste of time, money, and energy, which could be used to better ourselves and improve our finances. Not only do these create financial addiction, taking money directly out of your pocket, but they also serve as a domino effect that is connected to everything else in your life. If you're overweight, you may be less likely to get a job promotion and more likely to have complicated heart problems, which may result in an enormous healthcare bill. In America, healthcare is a for-profit business and a very big one. Prevention is always better than cure. If you don't fix a cavity in its infancy, you'll soon possibly have to pay for an implant. Since there is no money in prevention, many for-profit establishments may be taking the healthcare industry to a new level to raking in mega profits on surgeries and big-ticket items by overlooking prevention items such as focusing on diet, nutrition, and the overall well-being of the patient. Take care of your body and your health and it will take care of you. This should be your priority in life. What we eat we become. Garbage in, garbage out. Take a moment to look around you right now and see all the junk that surrounds you. You paid for most of it and it's affecting your life. When you walk into a supermarket, 99% of that is probably highly processed food that may not be good for you. So, what are we consuming and why are we sicker than ever? Number 10. Staying poor is a choice. If we are born poor, it's not our fault. But if we die poor, it's our fault and is on us. The habit of thinking of yourself as poor, and as someone who will never be wealthy, someone who's not smart enough, not good enough, not educated enough, are exactly the words that keep you poor. It's your mindset. Work on yourself and get yourself marching towards success. You are the captain of your ship and your life. Do what you need to get what you want out of life. Only you can do it. People with less than what you have materially and financially have managed to escape poverty, yet here you are complaining that things don't come easier for you. Yes, life is hard. Maybe it was a lot harder for you than everyone else. But what are you going to do about it? Drown yourself in the misery of it all or pick yourself up and start walking. As long as you keep going, keep learning, and improvising along the way, you'll end up where you want to be. At the end of the day, you don't get to choose where you're born, who your parents are, and the environment you grew up in, but at some point, everything switches over to you. You can choose what your life will be like, how much you're willing to work, and what the future holds for you. It's your life and it's your choice. Make a good choice starting with your first step. Start today. Subscribe with us and learn. If you find the information in this video valuable, please subscribe to watch more videos like this and also share it with family and friends. Write I subscribed in the comments section below and let us know of topics that interest you in the subject of finance. Please hit the like button and the notification bell to be notified. There's more waiting to be learned in our next video. Our aim is to provide you with high-quality educational content and information to help you learn, apply, and hopefully be financially free one day. Please click on these 2 videos to explore even more. The contents of this video are for educational and informational purposes only. Thank you for watching.